Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. A wonderful, wonderful Shabbat evening and a fabulous start to Sukkot. Sukkot is this precious holiday of giving thanks. And so we begin on page 8. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics, and no services. But I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring this vision to life. And so we turn together to page 10, and join in Maya Hayom. How beautiful is this day? How much we can appreciate the beauty of the world around us on a day like today.
Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Dad, you're muted.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, good. For some reason, the computer that controls muting and unmuting, of course, is at the other end of the social hall, so we're good. We are turning together to page 20 as we welcome Shabbat with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi Likat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Tishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad U'shemo echad Letemos v'refeh lichila lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki hi makor habracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Hitvoreri Kiva orech kuli uri Shir daveri Kavod Adonai elayich nigla lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela lecha dodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Boi v'shalom Ateret bala Gam v'simcha uv'tzola Toch emunei am segula Boichala, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Benin Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Benin Shabbat, Nekabela.
We turn to page 24, and we join in Shalom Aleichem, those words of welcome that we say, may peace be on you. And the response is, on you may there be peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tetzchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Turn to page 26 and rise for Katsi Kaddish.
Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabba, ve'alma divrach yirteh ve'amlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, bagala bagala ubizman kariv ve'imeru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olam Me'amaya Yidbarach Yidbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shmei Dekudesha Berichu Le'ela Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damin ram be'alma ve'imeru. Amen.
On page 28, we join in Baruch Hu. We turn now to page 28 as we join together in Baruch Hu.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Page 32. Everlasting love, you have offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu, kumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negeyomam v'layla, negeyomam v'layla. Ve'ahavta al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And we move to devote ourselves to it the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives them form? As we turn to page 34 and join in Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be upon my heart, shall be upon my heart. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
We turn together to page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May the earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Michamocha, page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלף, נורא תהילות אוסף אלף, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'ufanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze'elianu ve'amru, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Malchut וחרעו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגולו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל Yisrael. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamideinu shomreinu lechaim.
We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. And we thank God for the opportunities that we have to celebrate Shabbat, to celebrate our festivals, especially Sukkot, and to appreciate all the mysteries and the intricacies of the world that God created. Vishamru, page 44.
Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ve'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Ve'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
And we turn together to page 46. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, or rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tehilatecha. Adonai, open our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, v'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula livnei vneihem, leman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'mashiach u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah Rav le'hoshia. Mechakel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al geburot, umidomelach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'neman atah lachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehallelujah selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we didn't know it. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, in whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. And for all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. Page 61. Grant us peace, your most precious of gifts, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We take a few moments. We leave aside the prayers of our tradition, our prayer book, and we turn inward. And we turn inward to those prayers, those thoughts of our hearts and our minds, those conversations that we always want to have with God. On this Shabbat of Sukkot, the Shabbat of Thanksgiving, perhaps we think of the things that we are thankful for, the beauties, the beautiful parts of creation that we enjoy, that we often take for granted. We take some time to look inward to our own hearts and prayers.
refi, legioni vile fanecha, yehiu leratzoni refi, legioni vile fanecha, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri ve'goalim, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri, Adonai Tsuri ve'goalim.
We turn together to page 253 and think of all those in our world who have been afflicted with COVID virus. Our friends, our family members, people we know, and certainly most recently, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. And there are others in the administration, and we pray that they heal quickly and wholly. There is so much suffering that is connected to the virus, suffering of those who have the disease, suffering of our friends and families who care for them, and the medical professionals who strive and do their very best to heal each and every day. And yet there are so many other illnesses and so much other pain in the world. And so as we join our voices and join our energies, we send this energy of healing out to people. In our congregation, we mention Lisa Chinsky, Joan Harf, Francis Miller, Emily Bostwick, Fran Porras, Carol Love, Kevin Hicks, Sandra French, Michael Brumberger, Sean Brumberger, Richard Sharon, Holly Arison, Eric Perry, Judith Goldman, Myrna Urkov, Scott Gordon, Ava Dakar. If there are other names that you would like to add to our list, please add them in the chat box so that we can add their names and add our energies to their healing. Whether it's a healing of mind or body or heart or soul. And so we join together on page 253.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, a renewal of body, a renewal of healing, and let us say, Amen.
Yesterday, as we were decorating the Sukkah at Temple, we were greeted with this unbelievable scene. It started to sprinkle just a little bit, and we were truly blessed with not one, but two rainbows. You can see these beautiful rainbows as they perfectly framed our sukkah. The rainbow was established, as we'll read in a couple weeks when we read the story of Noah. The rainbow was established as a keshet, a bow in the sky. A bow in the sky that God establishes as the first of many covenants that God will have with God's creations, the people. And this first covenant says that God will never again, this is after the flood, never again destroy the world. It's a recognition that it is our responsibility now for free will, that God won't set the world straight anymore. It's up to us. It's up to us to take responsibility for our actions and to live with their consequences. And as the beautiful rainbows grace the sky, each time that happens, it's a reminder that says, the world is a beautiful place, but we have responsibility to keep it that way. And on Sukkot, we are profoundly reminded about how fragile life can be. The sukkah is a fragile structure. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be permanent. It's not supposed to have permanent walls and doors and windows and insulation and heating and all the rest. In fact, we are commanded to build it in such a way as we can see the stars through the ceiling, through the roof. And in that way, we not only see the stars, but we see and feel the elements. Because nothing will make us appreciate the real homes and houses that we live in more than spending time in this kind of very temporary sort of structure. And it is on Sukkot where we also not only thank God for the things that we have, but the gifts that we're given in terms of the harvest. And of course, we have these. We have the lulav and the etrog. It is said that the lulav represents, the lulav and the etrog rather represent the whole person. That the long spine of palm trees represents the body or the person's strength and spine. That the myrtle is there in the shape of an eye. And then the willow is the shape of our mouths. And so then we have the etrog, the beautiful, sweet smelling lemon-scented fruit. And that represents the heart. In many ways, it is encouraging us to thank God with all of our senses, with our strength, with what we see, with what we say, with what we feel. And allowing those to come together on this holiday of saying thank you, and to shake this lulav. Now, we can't be together as we would usually be, and so I want you to close your eyes and pretend you're holding the lulav and the etrog, and we're going to say the blessing together. And the blessing is the regular blessing that ends with Al Netilat Lulav. So we say together, we have the pitom, or the growth stem, where it started, the flower where it began, started over here. We point that down, and we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. And we turn our etrog up, we bring it together with our lulav, and we shake in all directions. up and down. And we are so thankful for this wonderful opportunity that we also join together in the words of Shehechianu. So please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'hegiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe. You have given us life. You have sustained us. You've allowed us to reach this wonderful moment. I want to wish you all a very, very wonderful Shabbat and a wonderful, happy and healthy Chag Sameach, a happy Sukkot. We have our sukkah, which you can see in the picture. I can't promise a rainbow every time, but please come and call the office and make an arrangement. And please come and enjoy the sukkah and have a meal here. Stop by for a brown bag. Bring your lunch. It's always a great time to be able to be together. At least in this way, we can be outside a little bit. So, and with that, we will turn to Aleinu on page 282.
Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegayei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz Moshe v'yakaru b'shamayim mima'al u'shchinatu zo b'govei meromim Eloheinu Eidod Emet Malkeinu Efezulato Kakotu Betoroto Vidatayom V'hashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim B'shamayim Nimal Ve'al haaretz mitachat ein od v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are marked or unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. We are in the period of Shiva for Karen Vidmar Crow, sister of Dennis and Amy Vidmar. We're in the period of Shloshim for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And we observe these yahrzeits on this Shabbat and festival evening. Therese Cohen, Nellie Bissinger, Florence Couric, Ovid Cohen Sr., Isaac Baker, Henry Singer, Frederick Schuster, Alfred Schaffner, Joseph Schuster, Murray Chinsky, Rose Schonenberg, Isaac Rosenzweig, Carolyn Gluck, Samuel Holtz, Isaac J. Garson, A.P. Silverstein, Samuel Frank, Franklin Fox, and Max Fetterman. If you have other names that you would like to add, please add them into our chat box. As we take the memories of all those that we have loved and who we have lost into our hearts as we turn to the words of Kaddish on page 294. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divrach urutei v'yamliv malchutei, b'chayachon uvyamechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'larmeh almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlam Rabbah min Shammai, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. We have a few announcements. We're dedicating services this weekend in honor of Sophia Ford, as she is called to the Torah to become a bat mitzvah tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, right here at the same YouTube link. We hope that you will join us and the Ford family as we celebrate Sophia's bat mitzvah service right here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. There is no Torah study tomorrow. We will have the bat mitzvah in lieu of. We are also dedicating this evening service and tomorrow's to the memory of Arthur and Maxine Coleman and Barry Ryder. Any donations that were made to our flower fund for this Shabbat service will be used to offset the costs for our virtual communications during our challenging time. As I said, tomorrow, 10 o'clock here, same YouTube link as this evening. We hope that you'll join us. Sunday, our Gesher classes continue. Our youth group program continues on Sunday as well. And we hope that right after the service, you'll join us for our Oneg. I posted that in the chat box at the beginning of the service, so you have that information. Please join us for a time to connect with each other, to say hello. Coming up, we have Consecration and Simchat Torah on Friday, October 9th at 6:15, and then Saturday, we have Yizkor and Torah study. And then on October 17th, I know we're going pretty far, but it's a wonderful opportunity. Friday, October 16th, and Saturday on the 17th, we'll celebrate as Trenton Maldet becomes bar mitzvah. Trenton will lead the service here on Friday evening, and then we'll join together with Brit Shalom for a service on Saturday morning. So it'll be a wonderful time to have the whole Erie Jewish community praying and celebrating together. We are going to conclude this evening as we join together in, what are we joining in?
Hava Nashira.
Hava Nashira. Very good. Maybe. I think the weather has created a bit of a technical connection, so we want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful, wonderful Chag Sameach. We hope to see you over the course of Sukkot. Everybody take care, stay safe. Shabbat Shalom.